Hey everyone, I just walked out of seeing The Nun 2. I watched the first The Nun a few weeks ago. That was my first time ever seeing that film. If you want to see that review, just scroll on down. I gave that film a 6 out of 10. I thought it was okay at best. A lot of a lot of loud noises, a lot of typical stuff they pull in these movies. And it's, I gave it a 6 out of 10. It was okay. But I thought this film looked better, so I came to see it, and let's get into it. This film picks up sometime after the events of the first film. Sister Irene is back, and she's living at this different nunnery or different monastery. She has a young nun that's a friend of hers, and we also catch up with Frenchie, or Maurice as they call him in this film, and he's been going from place to place working as a maintenance man. But they definitely play up now. He is possessed by Valak, or the nun, and he's leaving a trail of dead bodies in his wake. As a matter of fact, they even kill a kid in this movie, which I was surprised they went there, but they did go there. And pretty soon, Sister Irene is picked by the church to go investigate these murders and see what's going on. She traces it to this boarding school, and what we get is a bunch of possession stuff, a bunch of different set pieces, and at the end, they vanquish the demon, or so we think, because is it really ever over in these films? And that's pretty much The Nun 2. What to like about this film? Well, I think the acting's pretty good throughout. Michael Chavez directed, I think I'm saying his last name right, directed this film. He also directed The Curse of La Llorona. I never saw that one. And he also directed The Conjuring 3, which I thought he did a pretty good job with that film. Definitely influenced by James Wan. There was definitely transitions and camera movements that I've seen in other James Wan films, but there's nothing wrong with that. I thought he did a really good job with this film. I think this film's better directed than the first film, although I liked the atmosphere of the first film. I thought they did a nice job capturing the gothic atmosphere. I thought this film was better directed overall. I thought there was some really cool set pieces. Unfortunately, they ruined some of them. They were in a trailer, unfortunately, especially the magazine rack one. I think that's really cool, and it plays really well during the film, but unfortunately, I've already seen it. There's a few other really cool set pieces as well. I do think at the end of the day, this is a better film. My nitpicks are they keep going back to the well way too many times. A lot of the lighting scheme and what they do with the camera and the lighting, they just do it over and over and over again. And it gets, I think this movie runs about an hour and 45 minutes. By the end of the movie, you're kind of tired of it. It's like, okay, we've seen this how many times now? At least 7 or 8 times during this film. That's enough. The nun looks cool. I think you see her a little bit more in this film than you did in the first film. She has more to do in terms of scares, and they also introduce a new demon that I could see getting its own spin-off, and the design I really, really like. So, I love the design of it, and it's in a few scenes here, and it looks cool. It looked practical for the most part, at least, for my first time seeing it looked practical. There's some blood. Like I said, they do kill a kid. There's several other people get killed. The finale's okay. I'd have to see it again. It didn't completely land with me, but it's okay. The way they vanquished Valak, or the nun. At the end of the day, I think this is an improvement on the first film. It's not a great movie. I think it's better directed. I think the acting's pretty good, and you do get to learn. You get to spend enough time with the new characters that you kind of care about them and don't want to see bad things happen. But at the end of the day, this isn't a great film, but it's okay. I think it's a little bit better than the first film. So at the end of the day, I would give The Nun 2 a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for The Nun 2 for my out-of-the-theater reaction. Have you seen it yet? Are you planning to see it? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Share this video. Great. Would appreciate that. I'll be back with a review for Psycho 3, another Halloween decorating update. But until next time, bye.